It was at 7:02 this morning that the Los Angeles Fire Department received a 911 call for a hazardous material type of an incident here at LAX Terminal 8 near the baggage area. Fortunately, the fire department arrived on scene within just 5 minutes. We have a total of 54 firefighters on scene. That's in a unified command with our law enforcement partners. What we had was a reported release of carbon dioxide. This is in a small electrical room that's away from any sort of public walkway. It was at a dead-end hallway, and what is inside those rooms are electrical equipment. And the fire suppression system, in case there's a fire inside that electrical room, is not water, which can damage electrical equipment, but rather a discharge or a deluge of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is colorless, odorless, tasteless, and it's heavier than air. So it will displace all of the oxygen in that room, which removes part of that fire triangle and then suppresses the fire, and it'll go out. Who was inside that room was a total of 4 people. They were all adults, 3 males and 1 female. They were independent contractors that were working. They heard a popping sound. That was a complete deluge of that system. It doesn't come out as a short, sporadic amount of carbon dioxide, but rather a full deluge. Obviously, that displaced all of the oxygen inside, and 3 people quickly got out. 2 adult males and 1 female, but 1 adult male, approximately 50 years old, was still inside. The carbon dioxide displaces the oxygen in the individual's bloodstream, and they went into cardiac arrest. Again, firefighters were on scene within 5 minutes, but we also want to applaud our friends at LAX Airport Police who jumped in and started CPR right away. Because we've given this advanced life support so rapidly to that individual, the good news is that individual has a return of spontaneous circulation. What that means, they're breathing. Their blood is pumping on their own now, so they're getting definitive care at a local hospital. It's important to mention that this did not affect any of the travelers medically. They were not in an area by this electrical room. There was no passageway to where they could come in contact with carbon dioxide. Our hazardous materials specialists are the best of the best. They were very quickly arrived. They have specialized equipment and gas meters and have done a complete survey and repeatedly are doing so. What we have to do is now displace carbon dioxide. It's a challenge. It's colorless, it's odorless. It's like moving an invisible air bubble around. But we have the best of the best performing that, and they've done an excellent job to where right now there's only trace amount of carbon dioxide. So we use our typhoon type blowers to be able to push this out. What we also have to do is restore things back to proper working conditions. As you know, as abundance of precaution, we had about 100 people from Terminal 8 that we evacuated to Terminal 7. We want to get things back up and running as quick as possible, but we don't want to rush a hazardous materials incident. So we're working to make sure that everyone is going to be safe. So we don't want people to think that there's a big problem. This is under control. There's no off-site issue. And again, there's only minor amount of carbon dioxide, but we need to reset that system. We need to make sure that it's up and functioning properly before we can repopulate people back into here. It does appear to be isolated. There was no other rooms that we're aware of at this point, or did not really go beyond that area. And again, those electrical rooms are 200 feet away from the baggage area. So again, not close to other people. And so we want to really applaud the efforts of everyone arriving on scene so quickly. There was no explosion. There was no electrocution. If people are smelling things, it's not from this incident because it's an odorless gas. At this point, it's my privilege to turn this over to Lieutenant Rodriguez of LAX Airport to answer some of your questions, and then we'll do follow-up. Ma'am.
Good morning. Lieutenant Carla Rodriguez, K-A-R-L-A, Rodriguez, R-O-D-R-I-G-U-E-Z. First of all, I want to give credit to my partners, Los Angeles Police Department, They were actually the initial agency that responded to provide CPR to the individual that was initially affected. Airport police then followed and continued providing CPR until the fire department was able to arrive on scene. The gentleman was taken to a local hospital, and he is doing well. He's been being treated at this time. Other people that were affected were being treated as well. In terms of, as you can see, there was a command post being set up. There was a perimeter for the safety of everybody, and the only impact was being able to maintain a lane for response for police and fire response to be able to get to the location. Terminal 8 was evacuated completely for the safety of the passengers and the workers. All operations for United continued at Terminal 7. However, there was a ground stop that occurred, has just been lifted at 10 a.m., so now flights are able to come in and fly into LAX. We suggest to all passengers to check with the app, the United Airlines app, or to check with the airline for any flight impacts to their flights. At this point, now we're preparing to hopefully be able to repopulate the terminal and get everything operational. Again, the only impacts were cost to United Airlines, movement from Terminal 8 to Terminal 7, and traffic was not impacted.